There are in this field of 8. The red light is on.
Be ready.
At War has gone in. Zach Massimo on debut. They're racing. Moama Rose had missed the start from the inside. She'd missed it a couple of lengths, and Babarucci drops out with Space Girl. Amarillo Rose began fast, accelerating through, goes to a slender lead from At War as they settle onto the course proper. Dreamtime Diva beautifully placed on the inside, with Massimo going keenly on the outside and pulling fairly hard in the early stages. 1.5 to Moama Rose, who's picked up some ground coming into the home corner. Further back behind it when they set sail at the 450 is Rubik Rose, Space Girl, and along last is Babarucci. Into the straight by the 375. At War levelled up on the outside of Amarillo Rose, and they go together. 1.5 lengths to Massimo, called upon from Dreamtime Diva. Moama Rose down near the inside. Rubik Rose running around like a drunken sailor, ducked in behind them as At War hits the lead. At War in front now. Massimo starts to put his mind on the task. The big fellow Massimo reaches the lead, and Massimo lands the money on debut. Massimo beat At War. Amarillo Rose or Moama Rose there for third placing. Rubik Rose was next home. There was a bunch of them. Followed further back by Babarucci, Space Girl, and dropping out to run last is Dreamtime Diva. Massimo too good here. He was a bit of a handful for Kirby in running. He hit the bridle hard. He had him ideally placed, but just going a step overboard there. A bit new, but like he did in his trial, he out-muscled them late. And he was dominant again over the concluding stages. He looks good. He's by Sessions, doing a really good job. From his first crop of 2-year-olds, this is the early season 3-year-olds that we're seeing now, and out of a Masqué mare for the Oakland Park team, Nev Duncan, Renee Durant, bred at Oakland, and trained by Adam Durant, ridden by Brodie Kirby, beats number 5 At War. A first starter there by War Chant, running up to its recent trial as well for Trevor Andrews, Chris Parnham. Third, number 2 Amarillo Rose, gets the nod by Slater from Kezabel, Dion Luciani, Jared Noski, and number 8 Moama Rose, who'd missed the start, was an encouraging run as well. She scooted home down near the rail, 6, 5, 2 and 8. Half a length by 2. The margin's in 58.93. It's a good gallop there, and he's got plenty to learn. He's certainly a grindy type there. Didn't really possess a great turn of acceleration. He just whittled away the margin, wore them down, and a big strapping son of Sessions he is. Race 4, the Bernard Couch Memorial Handicap. Again over 1,000 the next of the afternoon at 1:42. The scratching of number 7, the 9th hour. Jason Brown rides number 10 in Classic Chant. As we take you down to Brittany Taylor, who joins us out of the enclosure, the punters have got it right once again. $4.20 into $2.90. They left no stone unturned, and neither did this debutante.
No, certainly didn't, Darren. It was one-way traffic for Massimo. Jason Miller joins me. Jace, anyone who you'd speak to walking into the race has wanted to tip you this horse. Is it one that you've had a fair bit of a hype on since it arrived at your stable?
Well, yeah, you look at him, he's a lovely looking horse, and his trial was brilliant the other day. So, yeah, he's just got that aura about him when you look at him, so he's a nice horse.
And we saw him use his physical strength just to keep a horse in the pocket and still really let down nicely. It's promising signs on debut.
Yeah, look, we've got a good opinion of him, and yeah, to get into a bit of a bump and jaw and still be able to run on, he's done a good job for a horse that the penny probably still hasn't dropped fully yet.
In the early part of the race, just looking to be a little bit keen. Has he still got a fair bit to learn?
Definitely, he's a little bit raw at the moment, but today would have done him well, learning to sit. So it's only his second time. He's had one trial and come to races, so he's done a good job, and he should keep improving.
You only had that one trial, as you just mentioned. He hasn't been as well schooled as some of the others at the trials. Was it just the thought that you thought, all right, well, he's good enough, and Adam said, well, he can go to the races and try to pick up a check instead of going to the trials again? Yeah, well, definitely, Lou. There's no money for winning trials, so you may as well try and win a race. And that's exactly what he's done. Well done. Thank you. Jason Miller speaking there. Foreman for Adam Durant and Massimo. This horse here on debut is performed very, very well. And At War just kicking out of the rail there as it's backed out of the stalls as we wait for Brodie Kirby to come into the winner's enclosure. And weigh in and we'll have a chat to him about this horse. But just looking at him, he is a big, strong, lovely looking horse, and the punters really got it right. There was just one-way traffic for this horse, and only off the one trial. So we talked about some of the horses being really well schooled at the trials. Well, this wasn't one of them, so it's been a really good effort, and you'd have to think a horse that is trained not on an Ascot track. It's trained out in Carnup with Adam Durant, and you would expect that it will take the world of improvement from what was already a really impressive debut. So certainly could be a horse to watch, and great to see Brodie get this ride and make the most of it. Brodie, first impressions of this debutant, because he looked really nice.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice, big, strong horse. Gave me a nice feel to the gates. It's just obviously having on in the one trial, you just got to be a bit careful. It can be a bit green, and wanted to grab the bridle a bit earlier. Then he settled too much. But yeah, nice horse. He went through his gears nicely, and he got there in the end.
In a bit of a bumping duel in the straight as well, but he just seemed to really not knock him around at all. And as you mentioned, a big, strong horse.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to be shy, and I didn't want to let Brownie out. And I knew he was a big horse, and I'm glad he absorbed it all.
He really did. Well done on the win.
Thanks, Brett.
Brodie Kirby taking out the third race, combining with Adam Duran and this son of Sessions, Massimo.